Today's Style Masterclass is all about the summer blouse, and as well as talking you through some tips, some do's and don'ts about how to style a summer blouse, I'm also going to set myself a challenge. Now, I know for many of you who have been watching these videos for some time now, a lot of you are still very reluctant and don't like to tuck in, and as you will have noticed, I do a lot of tucking in. So I'm very aware that it doesn't work for everybody, and some women just don't like the feeling or they don't feel like it flatters their shape. So today my challenge is to show you all looks without tucking in at all. So I'm not going to tuck in any of these blouses, but most importantly, I'm going to show you how to still balance out your look when you don't wear something tucked in, because that's what tucking in actually does. That's the benefit of it, but I also understand that it doesn't work for all of you, so I hope you'll enjoy today's video. So I'm featuring today this beautiful new blouse from KHOLO, the label. It's available in Khaki, which is what I'm wearing now. I love Khaki. I've got hazel eyes. As soon as I put on this color, my eyes just pop, but it also comes in white. So I'm going to show you this one as well. And it also comes in a sleeveless version. So what I'm basically going to talk about today is how to wear a blouse like this, which as you can see is very square. So the shape is very boxy. It doesn't have any darting. As you can see, if I hold it out like that, it really is a square. Plus it's got the slight exaggerated sleeve because of this lovely lace detail. So the blouse itself, 100% cotton, all ethically and sustainably made. And I'll come up a little bit closer so you can see that gorgeous lace, 100% cotton lace detail, the paneling down here and through the middle. It's got a slightly bracelet sleeve, so it's not a full length sleeve. And of course you could unbutton the sleeve and roll them up and make them a slightly shorter. So the key to wearing a blouse like this and feeling like you can still generate some shape within the whole look, it really is about what you wear on the lower body. So I'm going to focus on some casual looks today. I'm not going to put together heaps and heaps of looks. I really would like to just talk you through how to style this shape and how this style of blouse is going to work for you or potentially not. So let's start with the outfit that I've put together and why I've chosen the pieces I have to work with the blouse. So as I said, the blouse is very square. So generally speaking, and I mentioned this I talked about this in my Style Myths video, is about balance. So if you're wearing something squarer, more oversized on the upper body, for most people, for most of the time, balancing that with something narrower and leaner on the lower body works. But I'll talk you through why I've chosen what I've chosen to wear. So these are really old jeans by a brand called MIH. And because they're a little bit older, they're also a little bit lower. They're probably a true mid-rise, but as most of you know, I really do like a high rise. So I find that when I tuck into them these days, it doesn't quite give me the illusion of the longer leg line that I tend to like. So I think this blouse works really nice over the top of these. So they are a straight leg, but they're still nice and slim fitting around my hips and my thighs, and then they just sort of straighten from the knee down. Now here's the point in terms of why these jeans work with this blouse and what you guys can do at home as well. So if you've got something that's a little bit more oversized, I think a cropped pant, anything cropped that shows the ankle, is going to work. So these jeans, as I said, they're nice and old, but they are designed, this is how they came, it's how I've always worn them, with that exaggerated cuff and exposing the ankle. So what it does is it helps to balance out the fullness on the top with showing a little bit of skin down the bottom. And then the other element of the outfit that works, and even though I'm tall, because this jean is cuffed and because I'm not tucking in, I want to try and get as much length in my lower body as possible, because this look makes my legs look shorter. I can see that as I'm looking into the camera. So what I've deliberately done is I've put on a pointed toe shoe. The fact that it's nude doesn't really matter. I mean, nude and khaki is a beautiful combination, and obviously with the denim in between, it's lovely. But what the pointed toe does is it just creates that lengthening effect. So it draws the eye all the way down to the toes. So with this blouse and these shoes, I would not wear a chunky sandal. I would not wear anything with an ankle strap. The alternative would be to wear a heel, and I'll put that on for you next. Now, yes, I know I'm wearing mismatched shoes, but bear with me because I'm going to demonstrate how shoe styles can actually really affect how long or how short your legs look. So keep in mind we've got a cropped pant on, a cropped pant that just finishes about an inch or two above the ankle bone, showing the narrowest part of the lower leg, the ankle. Now, on this leg, I have put my slip-on shoes. So they're both just a little block heel. They're not particularly high. But with this one, there is no ankle strap. There's nothing across the top of my foot chopping off my foot. So essentially what happens at the part of my leg that you can see, which is where the jean finishes, the eye travels all the way down, basically from here all the way down to the toes. So what that does is it creates a lengthening effect. Whereas this one, with my favorite shoes, but I really do have to be very careful what I wear them with in terms of the length of skirt or dress, and I talked about that too in my video and I think in one of my posts. Whereas this, with that very heavy strap across the top of the foot towards the ankle, does chop my leg off in this instance. And this particular shoe I would not wear with these jeans with a blouse untucked. How I would switch it up, and I might just do a quick little tuck in if you will forgive me, but to get away for me with this length of jean, whether it's got the cuff or not, so the cropped pant, the heavier strap across the ankle or across the top of the foot, I would then want to do a little bit of a tuck so that I get my length back. And as I said, these are on the, they're not low rise, but they're high rise, but I would want to tuck in to draw the eye up further on my waist. So keep in mind, if you're going to do this oversized blouse with a slim leg jean, a cropped pant, something narrow, keep in mind the effect of the shoe. And before I switch to the white blouse and show you some more tips, let me just put on a flat shoe. Okay, so we've got my husband's favorite sandal on this foot and a nude sandal on this foot. And I'm sure you can see visually that the heaviness of the sandal, of the chunky black sandal, the color, the strap positioning, teamed with the length of this jean and the oversized top makes this half of my body look shorter. Whereas the nude sandal, something a little bit more refined, it sort of just disappears. So yes, you've still got essentially the strap across the top of your foot, but because it's the same tone as my skin color, it doesn't chop me off quite like this one does. Now, of course, you know I love these sandals, but I wear them very differently. All I'm doing is I'm just demonstrating that with an oversized boxy blouse, keep in mind what you wear on the lower body, including your shoes. All right, so now I'm going to switch to the white sleeveless version. Okay, so the sleeveless style is slightly different. This is called the Alice Blouse. So you've still got the same features as the Khaki. You've got the beautiful lace detail down the side and through the middle, but it's a shorter top. So it sits a little bit higher on the waist and it's a slightly neater cut. It's not as square. So this is actually a really good style to either team with, like I've done now, a higher rise jean or pant, but of course you can still wear it untucked because it's a neater fit on the waist and hips. So this would also look good with a slightly wider trouser, even a midi skirt, I think. And ladies, is there something else you can see about this blouse that looks a bit familiar? Can you see it looks a bit like a muscle tee, but certainly with a softer, more feminine look about it because of that lace detail. So I have to say that's what I really like about it as well. And before I switched into the white version of the long sleeve to talk you through a few more tips to finish up on, I haven't mentioned KHOLO's inclusive size range. So these blouses are available in sizes 6 to 26. Fantastic. Now I'm going to pop the white long sleeve one on and talk you through a few more tips. But before I pop the long sleeve version of this on, I just want to talk you through how this blouse could actually be a great alternative to your classic white t-shirt. Remember in my t-shirt IGTV I talked about sleeve lengths and how we never want the sleeves finishing at your widest part of the upper arms. What I like about this is that it does have the effect of the muscle tee, but it's got a softer, more feminine silhouette about it with those lace details. And remember guys, when there's a part of your body that you don't love, it's about drawing the attention away from it. So if you've got a bigger upper arm or you don't like to show your arms, something like this is actually a really good option because there are other things to look at. So here you've got the beautiful lace detail. You've got lace paneling basically running vertically down the body. The eye is going to be drawn to those interesting details in the top and away from the upper arms. Okay, let's try on the long sleeve for a few more final tips. Now I've got the long sleeve version on, but in the white. So it's exactly the same as the khaki, the same fit through the body, the same length. So it's longer but also boxier, and this is where I think this style of top lends itself really well to those of you, and I know there are plenty of you out there who still love to show off their legs. So this is a great way to balance out something shorter. So a denim skirt, a denim pair of shorts, a shorty pair of shorts teamed with something looser and blousier. So this is where the combination works for those of you who don't like to tuck in, who don't like to wear anything fitted around your waist, but the combination still creates that really important balance that I've been talking about. So whilst I don't show off my legs quite this much all the time, I do feel comfortable when I've got something sort of looser on the top, when I've got a little bit more leg on show. I don't know about you, maybe that's just me. So that's it for today's masterclass. I hope you've learnt a tip or two as always. A big thank you to KHOLO for providing me with these beautiful blouses to help demonstrate my points today. And all I can say is bring on summer. See ya.